someone can ruin your day. You could be thinking about someone the entire day just from spending the previous night with them. Some people don't want to go back to their house because the people they live with are toxic. Nothing fucks up your life like people, like relationships. Family members, friends, and anonymous people online, they fuck up how you feel about life. They can ruin your day. Certainly, we have to take accountability that some suffering is self-induced. We make poor decisions. We put ourselves in a position to be around those toxic people. We put ourselves around those people. And because we do, for whatever reason, maybe we need them to help us pay the rent. Maybe we're visiting family in town. I've been visiting my mother for several months due to coronavirus, and it's getting worse and worse. Why? Because I have the siblings I just don't get along with. And I can tell you that love doesn't work. Oh, gringo, welcome, brother. I can tell you that love doesn't work. I watch my mom love certain people, and they're still the same. I'm 40 years old. I've watched people get loved the same way for 40 years, and they don't change. Love does not change people. Never forget it. You gotta love yourself. You gotta fuck up your life trying to change someone else. I hear you, old gringo. You had a rough couple months. I've had my ups and downs the past couple months. I've had some highs. I've had some lows. Past couple days been a little bit rough. So I feel you, brother. Look, life's hard enough when you go through it. And sometimes I question God. Okay. And I don't want to hear all this stuff that God is love. There's a part in the Bible that says there's a time to love and a time to hate. So I don't believe in all parts of the Bible because I think it's all a little bit bullshit too. I think it's people trying to justify their existence here. I think God has helped me, and I cringe if I question him too much. But I also, as I get older and older and I see more and more, I say, what a fucking shithole. And I'm blessed. I'm in a first world country. I think about the people in Syria. I think about the people in war-torn countries that don't have shit. I say, ugh. I think about people that have to shack up with family to survive. I think about people that have to keep a drug addict, a emotional abuser, a mentally dysfunctional person in their life just to subsidize their way of being. I want to read a comment on a video I did this morning. I thought it was a great comment by Ronald Edwards. I was talking about gaining your financial independence and living simple so that you don't have to allow people to stay in your life. Because it's true, when you need people, and it's a little bit tough because I don't think you can ever get to the point where you don't need people. And I fucking hate that. I don't want to hurt people. I've never hurt people, so I could say it. Look, I just go and do my thing. I don't have relationships. I don't have children. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I make videos that some people may not like, but they should fucking have enough self-control to change the channel if they don't like it. But Ronald Edwards says, hey, Sam. He goes, I realize that more than 50% of people, more than half, that we come in contact with on a daily basis, including family, are very toxic. I realize that you have a segment of people that don't like peace and tranquility. Amen. And they need dysfunction in order to function. Oh, that was powerful. He said they don't like peace and tranquility, and they need dysfunction to function. They need someone else to fuck up. It's not enough that they have so much anxiety that they're popping pills, they're not taking care of themselves, they're dating some other fucking scumbag. They gotta fucking destroy everyone else's life. They suck your soul, and they're right in your family, they're right in your friends, they're right online. Can't get away from them. I wish you could. I'm trying every way, legally and ethically possible, living homeless, okay, holding down a job so I could feed myself, I wouldn't even fucking be back up in New Jersey if it wasn't for the coronavirus. Now I'm caught where it's hurricane season, I can't get back down. It's like it's a trap. I think the Lord, just like it says in the Bible, you read Ecclesiastes, you read all that shit, basically God fucked us. You read the first book in the Bible, it says because Adam and Eve fucked up, everyone else has to suffer. Everyone else has to labor. That's what the Bible says. Not what I say. Because if it was up to me, guys, what would we have? Universal basic income, everyone get along, peace and tranquility. Should I question God? No, but guys, this is what's in the Bible. This is what you're going to go through in life. So for me to just tell you, oh yeah, wear a celibacy ring, don't give a blowjob till you get married, then when you get married in 30 years after you fucking resent that person, you hate them for fucking up your life, you hate them for having kids you didn't fucking want, your children are fucking repeating the same cycle, then you say, oh shit, is everyone fucking lying? They are. They all fucked up your life. However, look, we have to take accountability because we could just keep fucking pounding sand. It's like, Sam, Inspirational Nomad, I love your videos because I can totally relate. I feel you. I feel Ronald. But guys, we could keep pounding sand. Ain't shit gonna change. It's only gonna change if we change. We have to eliminate being around toxic people as much as possible. We have to eliminate being in debt as much as possible because once you're in debt, they got their fucking hooks in you. We have to eliminate committing to others. You got to eliminate having children. Shout out to Team Vasectomy. You got to get a vasectomy, guys. I don't know anyone, and I'm saying this flat out. I don't know anyone. I've been in church. I've been in the corporate world. I've been in construction. I don't know anyone that's married with children that's happy. Nope. Don't know them. Period. Don't fucking have kids. Get an abortion. That's what I'll tell you. I don't know anyone. Now, look, they try to make the most of their life, but they realize someone else fucked up their life. I want to continue to read Ronald's comment. And again, thank you, old gringo. I hear you, brother. I'm with you. Frank, I love you too. Thank you both. I appreciate you. I appreciate people that understand me. Old gringo and Frank, thank you. And you don't owe me anything. If the time comes, like old gringo had to take a break, guys. I'm not here to manipulate people, but I'm not going to fucking pan. There was some Marin. I wasn't even talking about this one viewer I had for a long time. I should have blocked her from day one because she was a fucking guilt tripper. Okay. But I let her slide. I was a nice guy, okay? And then all of a sudden I make a video this morning, had nothing to do with her, wasn't even thinking about her. She fucking wrote some bullshit comment that like coming at me like she thought the video was about her. She's insecure. She fucked up someone else's life. Now she wants to fuck up my life. Don't do that. I blocked the shit out of her. Why? Guys, these videos are a personal thing. No one is forcing you to watch. Okay. Therefore, people like old gringo and Frank or anyone else that I can connect with, and if it comes a time when I don't, they have the right to go do their thing. Okay? So I give people that freedom. I set a standard, okay, in my life, and I fucking enforce it. Okay? I'm fucking living destitute, so I don't have to be on the hook to fucking no one. And I'm still on the hook to people. People can still destroy your life. There's no doubt about it. I'm living as trying to be unattached as possible, and someone can still fuck up my life. All I'm trying to do is mitigate the risk. That's all I'm trying to do. And that's when you go back to talking to God. Yeah, Frank, let me tell you this, brother. Let me tell you this, Frank. I would be down in Florida today. It's Friday too. I got 2 days off. I'd be fucking on I-95. The only reason I'm not is because now a hurricane's coming. And we're in hurricane. Because I tell you, after last night, I said, fuck it. My mom's going to die enabling a nasty bitch sibling that's been like that since I was a kid. And she's fucking never changed. You can love them. You can give them money. You can pander to them. They're a piece of shit. Bottom line. Okay? Bottom line. Okay? You can dress it all up nice. But the bottom line is, you know damn well you don't run a daycare center for free. You don't allow people to stay in your house for free. You don't want to fuck with people. And if you do let them stay for free, it's because you need them for something. I tell you right now, look, my own mom, okay? She told me, and she's the most loving woman I've ever met. She told me, sometimes I know she wishes death on one of my siblings. So all you fucking mothers out there that, look, I know you wish death on your children sometimes, okay? Not impressed. Why? Because they fucked up your life and you want your independence back. Get an abortion. Okay? Get a vasectomy. Tie your tubes. I saw a young girl today on YouTube living in her car with her kid. I said, this bitch is totally selfish. Gonna bring a kid up in the world like that? That's not fucking sacrifice, that's selfish. I didn't leave any hate comment, and I pray the best for her and her child. But I said to myself, life hard enough if you grow up in the middle class. I grew up in the middle class. I spent time in lower class, but I mainly grew up in middle class. I pretty much had everything I want. Let me tell you something. Life's still a struggle. Okay. It's still a fucking entanglement that's almost impossible to get out of this world. Okay. You think you're free. You think you have eliminated debt. You're trying to get away from everything, and you're going to be on the hook to the day you die in this world. You're always going to be attached. I don't want to hear that we're all connected. I don't want to hear Paul the Apostle say, this person's the leg, this person's the shoulder. Guys, Paul the Apostle tortured people. At the end of his life, he wanted to be forgiven, so then he came up with this book of love. But he also wrote that women should shut up in church and that slaves should obey their slave master. So, who the fuck do you believe? I don't know, man. You have your good and bad times in life. I don't know, man. It seems like a lot of people just fuck your life up. Very hard to avoid it, man. I want to continue to read Ronald's comment. He goes, these are the same type of people who are habitual victims, and they never learn from their mistakes. I've made the same mistakes over, and even I'm blaming myself now because I'm putting myself in a position to be aggravated being around certain people. And even with YouTube, there's fucking people that annoy me sometimes, but I say, Sam, this is what you want. You want a side hustle? You got to deal with fucking assholes. A lot of great people. I appreciate Frank. I appreciate Old Gringo, everyone, but there's a lot of assholes. Now, you could do it one way. You could just ignore every comment, don't fucking interact, and just say, fuck them. Let them all go in a psychopath apocalypse. Someone asked me today, go, Sam, I don't understand how someone gets monetized, gets a certain amount of subscribers and views, and then they stop doing YouTube. I said, I get it. Because one is, it's mentally challenging. Two, and why would you want to sacrifice your privacy for less than minimum wage? That's why people do it. That's why people don't keep showing up to YouTube. And then they come on YouTube like months later, and they say, oh, I was on break, I was doing this. Your life was fucked up. I know a guy in Florida, he makes videos, everything's great, everything's great. He does a video, and then he fucking disappears for fucking 2 months. Guys, I know your fucking life shit, because I want to see you make a video every day. I want to see you not, because life is this, okay? Life is not just, we're kicking ass, man, we're doing great. Nah, life is people fucking your life up. Your wife, your husband, your children, your sister, whoever. That's life. Life's not fucking Disneyland. I know you want Disneyland, but you can't even fucking go there without a mask now. A lot of people went to Disneyland just because it's cheap. They don't give a fuck. Fuck it, let me get the coronavirus. I can afford to go now. What a disaster. Old Gringo said he blocked I blocked all the time on social media. I block people all the time on social media. Well, I agree with you, Old Gringo. I wouldn't even have YouTube if it wasn't monetized. And even having it monetized, even this week, I thought about deactivating it. But it's like, why put in all that work and not make money off it? I fucking did all that sacrificing, but that's how you feel. But I tell you right now, Facebook, Instagram, unless you're a fucking bikini model getting money from ugly men that want to pamper you, shut that shit down. Shut that shit down. Because the internet has become, look, it's a place you can get information, but really what it is the mental insane asylum. That's what it is. And it's a torture technique, okay? To sell you ads, okay? And I'm part of it because there's ads running on my thing. And it is what it is. Now, hopefully I give something back, if nothing else, just by being myself. Because let me tell you something, being yourself in this world, fucking nearly impossible. Nearly impossible. Now, again, people take that the wrong way because I make a video, whatever it is, 10 minutes, an hour max, during every day I go live. And am I like this in public? Am I sharing? These are my intimate thoughts. No. Guys, I'm a fucking yes, sir, yes, ma'am guy. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't cause drama. I don't get in fights. I avoid conflict unless it's absolute self-defense. I avoid hollering at people. I know I'm hollering now, but I'm letting you know this is what you go through in life. It's the fucking people that are so passive and nice online. They fucking got split personalities. They're psychopaths in real life. And online, they got 20 different profiles, and they're all fucking acting like they're like, godly children. They're fucking devils. The devil doesn't come disguised as a devil. The Bible says the devil comes disguised as an angel. So you don't fucking know the scriptures. That's the truth. Okay? You dating a fucking chick who calls herself angel. She's a fucking devil. Frank, first hurricane coming up north. Yeah. Well, it's gonna hit more Florida, and then it's going to make its way up the East Coast. Comes into our life like bad people. There's no doubt. And just like hurricane season is basically August through September, those are the 2 worst months, we can almost time it. You can almost time your stress with a certain family member. The more you're around certain family members, it's like clockwork. It's hurricane season. The more you're around certain people, they're vampires to your soul. It's like hurricane season. You can time it. It's not unexpected, like, oh my God, we're having hurricane season. No, it happens every time you're around that nasty bitch. It happens every time you're around that controlling man. It happens every time you're around bad people. And if someone thinks you're bad people, and tell them, get the fuck out of my life. Because guys, look, that's what I tell you right now. The one thing I'll preach to the day I die, and they preach it in the Bible, stay single. Not because all people are evil. Because I'll tell you right now, dealing with life, there's no way I would have the capacity to deal with someone else, deal with children, and deal with pets. This is why most people are unhappy. This is why everyone I met, from adulterous pastors, okay, to corporate executives, to fucking dirt poor people in the street, the number one thing that all have in common, if you have kids in a family, you fucking hate everyone. And you gotta drink, you gotta do drugs, you gotta pop pills, you gotta do something to relieve the pressure. People fuck up your life. Now look, again, we fuck up our own life. Self-inflicted wounds. I do some. And I blame myself for some of the shit I've been going through. I don't blame. But, Stretch, good to see you, man. Tony, good to see you. I'm going to get to all the live chats, guys. I see you. I blame some of myself, but last night really started. And I've been on the edge. But last night, around a family member, and it's fucking just, and I kept my mouth shut. Okay, because I know conflict don't lead to nothing good. I kept my mouth shut, but inside I boiled up. I was boiling. Stress. Someone just gives you stress. They walk in the room, they fuck up your life. I was happy. I was in a good mood. They just fucked me up. I woke up today still thinking about yesterday. Still thinking about that person that fucks up my life. That's been fucking up my life since I was younger. And I said, I got to get the fuck away from these people. And I said, Sam, one thing I've learned in life, you have to be accountable. I said, so can I blame them? I can, but technically I have to blame myself. Why? I am putting myself in this position. And learn that lesson too. Again, some of the thing with the coronavirus and thing fucking threw me off. And I got caught in a bad fucking algorithm of life. And then you start saying, God, why'd you fuck me here? You fucked me on this one. Because, guys, what's my goal? Look, my goal is not to own the world, dominate people, and fucking... My goal is to just be independent, get the fuck out of the way, and let the world fucking collapse on itself. Or love itself. But I don't even think love can change the world anymore. I don't. I don't. What can change the world? Universal basic income. Keep everybody in their own fucking corner. Have some, like, get-togethers, and that's it. Just try to make the most of your life till you die. I know that's rough, but that's what should I lie? Should I lie to you? Now some people do. They gotta overeat. They gotta pop more pain relieving pills, and then they lie to you. They gotta have another drink, then they lie to you. Okay. But that's what I'm saying. My evaluation of life is the people that are lying to you. They're more fucked up than anyone else. And I would never want to feel what I feel and have to go home to someone else. Because when I'm around people, I keep my mouth shut. Because I don't want my stress to go on them. Like even today, like I don't even know if I'll go see my mom. Why? Because I'm fucking pissed. And I don't want to deal with that shit. Okay? And I don't know anything that's positive is going to, because I'm still boiling up from yesterday. I'm still pissed off about yesterday. Okay. And pissed off about a lot of things get fucked up in your life when other people are involved. I remember my mom got hit. She got in a car accident last year, 2 years ago. A guy rear-ended her. And he admitted as soon as he hit her, he goes, ma'am, I'm sorry. It was my fault. And he goes, you know what? He goes, I was texting my son, and I was all upset with him over something we've been arguing about for 2 days. So I give the guy a lot of credit for being honest. I give him respect for that. And my mom never sued him. They just exchanged things, and they went through insurance. But I always think about that. This guy was so distracted, even like I was today at times. He was so distracted about his anger about his own kid fucking up his life. And his kid probably felt the same way about his father. That he got in a car accident he didn't have to get into. Why? Because someone else fucked up his life. Stay single, get a vasectomy. Tire tubes. Stay debt-free. Don't borrow money to buy a house. Don't fucking buy... I don't know, though, guys. I mean, look, I sometimes I question myself. I say, I'm doing all this shit, and I still can't get away from people. I think that sometimes if I lived this minimalistic life, if I'm not attached to anything, I could fucking avoid suffering. You can't. You can only make it a little less. And that's the part about life is it's amazing. It's amazing. It really is. I'll read some of the live comments, guys. I'm sorry. I know I'm slacking on that, but it's what I feel today. Frank, when you get on I-95, I will be right behind you. Well, Frank, I won't lead you astray, man. To get on I-95 now and go south would be leading you astray, be leading myself astray, be making our lives worse. You know, one thing I reflect on often is don't cut off your nose to spite your face. Don't do something so irrational just to make a point that I'm going to make my life harder. Don't quit your job until you have another job. Let them lay you off or fire you, God forbid, but don't quit. Plan your divorce. Plan your vasectomy. Don't be emotional. Plan shit out. Why? Because if you don't plan shit out and you just start fucking like sending decrees, you're going to fuck your life up. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. I got to take a hydration break. I'm up, guys. I had a bad fucking couple days. And I'm blessed. I think about me right now sharing. And I know there's people worse in life. Got worse shit than me. Okay. But guys, look. Not my job to fucking say what everyone's going through. And even if I do, and even if I volunteer at soup kitchens like I have or start a nonprofit, still going to be people fucked up. It don't change nothing. Only people that can save the earth is the Federal Reserve. Is more stimulus checks. That's it. And they didn't even want to pass that today. They'll pass it eventually and the stock market will go up. That's the only thing. The Federal Reserve printing money, and even that's not going to make people happy. Because I know some people, they're getting checks already and they're still not happy. All it will do is at least keep somewhat civility. But guys, look, I tell you, better to ask for help from the Federal Reserve than your family. You damn right. I'll do a whole fucking live feed about that. It'll be 5 hours long. The government is a blessing from the Lord. Your family members keep you on the hook the rest of your fucking life. You never forget it. Everyone who says they doesn't want the government involved, yeah. Who are you going to borrow money from? Your fucking father? Your mother? You're going to fucking live with your sister? Get the fuck out of here. You're not going to get a divorce? You're going to stay with that controlling bastard? Thank God for the Federal Reserve. That's what I tell you. Thank God for the Federal Reserve. And now, look, you tell me, Sam, the Federal Reserve's fucked up? I know. Guys, everything's fucked up. You tell me, Sam, Joe Biden's fucked up. So, guys, so is Trump. Everyone's fucked up. Yeah, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Nothing I can do. I didn't create the coronavirus. I didn't create Joe Biden. I didn't create Donald Trump. They're all fucked up, man. They're all fucked up, man. You say, Sam, Bill Clinton caught in a pedophile island. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, guys? I didn't create the world. And I know I don't want to question God, but this is what goes through your mind in life. You know? I don't know what to say. I can read scriptures, but if you read the scriptures in the totality, they pretty much say the same thing that I say. Now, maybe they don't curse. Maybe they're not as wild, but they kill people. Guys, most of the people that are honored in the Bible are murderers, adulterers. I didn't do all that. Now, I'm cursing, I'm being like boisterous, but guys, I think you should be happier with a guy who's never killed anyone, never oppressed anyone. I've never murdered 3,000 people. That's what Moses did. I never slept with someone's wife and then had them killed in in the army. That's what King David did. Okay, I was never Paul the apostle, where I told you love is kind, patient, and all that, and then he tortured people, and then he converted. Guys, all I do is masturbate in the sock and go live every day. I'm trying to get my memberships to 1% so I don't have to fucking do some of this shit. But guys, I don't know what you want from me. You want me to create a world that doesn't exist. You want me what? You want me to get a cat? You want me to get a cat and show you a fucking big greasy ass burger? Yeah, that's what you want. Just to fucking like act like this ain't the life we live in. I don't know, Edith, shout out to you. I'm sorry, guys. We will read a lot of comments. This is how I feel today. This is how I feel today. I don't know. And he say, Sam, well, what's better, death? Well, I don't. Look, I know that one time I've been close to death, maybe once or twice, but one time I felt close to death. It is scary. And I can't say that's a better answer. But one thing I'll tell you is it's an interesting thing, especially religious people. They tell you that when someone passes away, they're in a better place. So you're basically saying then this world's shit. There's something better after this world. Am I saying that? I got no idea. I got no idea. I hope there is. Again, do you want to be in heaven with some of your family members? No. You don't even want to live with some of your family members. You know that. You wish they were dead. You're a mother. You wish your own daughter was dead because she's a piece of shit. She reminds you of her father. That's true. Your child reminds you of the person you had sex with and you hate them. You hate them both. You got to lie to yourself. Get a vasectomy. Tie your tubes. People fuck up your life. You can date one wrong person, they can set you back 3 years. Now, who do you blame, them or yourself? I have to blame myself. Why? Because I chose to get involved. Don't get involved. Again, if you see someone like getting oppressed or hurt, call the authorities, make sure there's a level of justice in the world. But as far as like getting involved in petty shit, don't get involved. You ain't gonna change shit. You ain't gonna change shit. You're gonna fuck up your life. Getting involved in someone else's shit. Your mother's going to die an enabler. Your father's going to die a controlling bastard. Your children are going to be just as fucked up as they were when they were kids, and you saw it in them. You saw that they were little bastards just like the person you had sex with. You knew it. You tried to lie to yourself, and you're going to have a couple of good moments where you forget about it, but it's always going to slap you in the face eventually. Why? I don't know, guys. I didn't create the world. I'm trying to navigate my way through the world, and I've tried many ways. I've tried a life a level in the street. I tried a life a level in the church. I've tried construction. I've tried corporate. I try every way. And there's some ways that work better than others. But you ain't getting around a dookie of this life. I don't even wear underwear and I can't get around dookie. I want to get around dookie stains. I don't want to buy toilet paper. Let's take a hydration break. We go to live comments. I appreciate all my members, guys. I do. I appreciate, I guess you understand me to a certain level, but you're not obligated to me. Do what you got to do for you, man. I understand life. But always remember, you do what you got to do for you, too. Like I tell people, do what you got to do for you. I'm going to do what the fuck I got to do for me. Okay? So I could see, like, if I come on here and I tell you guys, like, oh, the world's collapsing on me. Help me, help me, help me. I never do that. Never. Okay? I share my ups and downs honestly as best I can. Okay? Share my life publicly. Okay? But I always tell you guys, do you. Okay? But best believe if I do me and you start to bitch and moan, get the fuck out of my life. Okay? And I'm not talking about anyone directly. And if you think I'm talking about you directly, you're insecure and you're projecting it on me because I'm not. I'm making a general statement about what I've seen in life. Even my own mother did the other day. She said, Sam, you can't go back down to Florida. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm going back down to Florida, okay? And you know, I could tell you the same thing, like, Ma, you shouldn't be cleaning this. You shouldn't be doing this with my sister. You shouldn't be doing, but I don't. I let you live your life. Let me live my life, okay? And she shut up because she knows damn well. And look, my mom's been for me there, and she's been a great mother. And so was my father, but he got the same way, and I cut him the fuck out. People fuck up your life, man. And look, they did, but the hard part is, look, they also do some good shit for you. But it's a game. What does it never end? It never ends. Don't have a house, because then you have to always be friends with people that can fix your house. I don't want to own too much shit. I can't get away from the suffering in the world, but I can tell you this, the more you own, the more bullshit people you have to keep in your life. If you own a car and you don't have money, you gotta know someone that can fix cars. If you own a house, you got to know someone that can fix an air compressor. It never stops. You know, you gotta keep your friend who has a pickup truck, who knows how to fix roofs. You fucking hate him. You think he's a scumbag. I heard someone the other day in the store, like, you know, talking about like a kid he grew up with. He basically said he knows he's a piece of shit. Okay? But he just, like, you know, he's willing to deal with it. And then, like, one day he said something to him the other day, and then they had a big fight. Look, you know he's fucked up. You know, so just get the fuck out of my life. We're going back to live comments. I'm sorry, guys. Frank, the only person you can count on at the end of the day is yourself. Yeah, it's true, but I got to be fair that other people have helped me in life, so I can't say that I've done it all myself. I can't. I'd be lying. All I'm trying to do now is trying to ask for less help so I can be more on my own. Tony, $5 super chat all the way from Canada. I can't wait till we get universal health care so I can depend on less people. Sam, have a fancy iced coffee on me after this live. And Tony, man, thank you for being a member, man. Thank you for that super chat, man. Very gracious of you, man. I'll tell you what keeps a lot of people on the hook in America is that, look, you got to work for a corporation or a company that provides you health care. Because without universal health care, it's like there's no way you can retire early or even do your own thing. It's a fucking horrible thing. America makes you suffer a little bit because they figure, like, if you're hungry, you'll be more innovative. It's true. So yeah, you're going to get Tesla. Maybe we'll make the first electrical car, but you're also going to have a level of the population that don't have health care. Most of it. Edith, the more you own, the more people fight over your stuff. Damn right. When you die, that's 100% true. The vultures come out 100. I know I'm going to go all back to all live comments. Old Gringo, Stretch. Well, I can tell you guys, look, if you die and if you love your children, leave them liquid assets. Because what your children is going to do, they're going to get probate. They're going to have to go through the lawyers. They're going to have to dissolve the assets. They hate each other. And they're going to fight. The biggest contentious parties I've ever been to is funerals. You know what happens in the funeral? Guilt trips and plotting on the assets. And if they don't have assets, who's going to pay for the funeral? They got to do a fundraiser. It never stops. There's either going to be a GoFundMe or there's going to be a fight over who gets the shit. Either way, you can't win. If you don't have no fucking money, someone else has to raise money to bury your ass or to cremate your ass. And cremating is cheaper, so shout out to all my cheap people out there. And if you got some shit, people are plotting on how can we liquidate your shit so we can live our own life. We don't want your duplex. We don't want your shit. I don't know, man. You say, Sam, this is a dark message. Well, hey, guys, look, what do you want me to tell you? Life's a little dookie. I don't know. I'm struggling. This is a tough couple days here. I got to go back in order, man. Tony, thank you. Love to you, man. I really appreciate that. Frank, there is so much peace in being by yourself. As best you can. I agree, Tony. The internet is a haven for psychopaths. That's really true. Look, guys, we're all struggling. You know, everyone has mental health. I don't look down. I've met some good people with bad mental health. Like, as far as, like, they're doing the best they can. They got a couple of wires loose. I don't think people who are more intelligent are better. It's just people are different. Most people have average mental health. But there's some people that got bad mental health. They're fucking bad people. Okay? There's a big, you can be mentally handicapped and be a fucking scumbag. You could be a sex predator. You could be a murderer. You're a fucking piece of shit. You're fucking other people's life up. Nah. I mean, like, people who shoot up schools. Like the one person who shot up the school in Parkland, he was adopted. People loved him. They tried to get help for him. He still was a fucking asshole. Killed other people. You can't win. I don't know. You can't love a psychopath. You can't. Why? Because they're still going to be a psychopath, in my opinion. Old Gringo. I have YouTube and Facebook specifically for military brothers and family. A few activist friends. YouTube, because I use it for information. I learned a lot from YouTube. It could be a disaster too. And entertainment. I still do it for entertainment. It's true. I had to kill my Twitter account though. Yeah, I still have a Twitter account, just like a generic one, just to check some shit. But I agree with you, old Gringo. Tony, the net is like a New Jersey all-night gas station, total disaster. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it, guys. But you can't escape it. Without the internet, you know, I could blast the internet, but at the same time, without the internet, what would you do? You'd be living house on the prairie. You'd be stuck with your family members. You wouldn't be able to work remote. You wouldn't be able to order DoorDash. You wouldn't be able to do DoorDash. And none of those things are perfect either, but it's better than not having internet. So it's like the give and take of life, you know. Stretch BK, love to you, man. Shout out to Home Depot. As I grow up, I'm realizing a lot of my family is toxic. 100 emoji. Hope you're good, Sam. Stretch, man. Thank you for your love, brother. I hope you're still in here, man. Forgive me for taking long on the comment, man. Stretch, brother. I believe you worked the night shift at Home Depot. Shout out to you, man. I've worked the night shift for several years, and I would still do it if I have to down the road. Why? Because there's less people you have to deal with. And sometimes you're just better off dealing with less people. It's true that one person can fuck up your whole day. It's true. It's also true that you have to allow it, but there's only so much you can do. I'm still steaming about something that happened last night. That's how much a person can fuck up your life. And the only way to avoid some of it is to totally... Now look, if I'm honest, I still do things sometimes that are self-induced suffering. So I'm not going to blame every problem that I go through on someone else. I'm not going to do that. And the person I'm around, they do that. I fucking hate that. I take accountability. I'm just saying my life gets worse sometimes when I'm around certain people. Not just family, friends, but you're right. Look, toxic family members got to go, man. That's why you got to cut your expenses. You got to work. You got to do whatever to be on your own, man, because fucking destroy your life, man, Frank. Democrats and Republicans didn't come up with the new stimulus. I saw it. Total fucking disgrace, man. They're both a disgrace. And eventually they'll come up something and the stock market will go up or whatever. It's a fucking big game. They just keep people on the hook all the way to the end. At this point, look, I'm almost tempted not to vote. I voted since I could legally vote. But I'll vote. It'll be a fucking disaster no matter what. But I don't know, man. It's very disheartening. But I still have to step back and not be too negative. Sam, look, I'm sitting here in America bitching about that. I have to think about the other people in other parts of the world that have it so much worse. And they do. So that's what makes me say, Sam, shut the fuck up. Just deal with it. It's not right, but it's true. Tony, is it possible to avoid your sister? As I try as much as I can, Tony. Or is she the one that lives with your mother? Yeah, basically. Yep, that's exactly what it is. I try because I've learned through my entire life that it's best for me to avoid. I don't want to fight. I don't want to blame. I don't want to argue. And even yesterday, I didn't say anything. I just kept my mouth shut. But inside, it destroys my whole spirit. Someone in your presence, even if you don't argue with them, even if you keep your mouth shut, they destroy your whole presence. And I blame myself for even being around it. I try to avoid it, but there's no way around it. That's why you have to totally just change your number. And look, guys, I'll tell you this. When my mother passes away, I will change my number. I will not speak to my sister. Never. Never. Okay. I do it now because I want to respect my mother, and I don't wish harm on my sister, but I don't want to fucking be around her. I don't. And not just her, just the whole... Look, same thing with my father, guys. I don't want anything... I don't want to fucking be around it. I don't want to justify why I want to do it. It's my life. But that's honest. And they're the spiteful people. They're spiteful. My sister, my father are spiteful. That's why I got to be very careful when you cut off spiteful people, because they slash your tires. You got to get a restraining order on spiteful people. They're fucking spying on you. They're stalking you. You got to get a restraining order on spiteful people. That's why you got to be very careful how you cut off spiteful people. They're fucking destroyers. They're a piece of shit. Fuck up your life. Get a vasectomy, tie your tubes. Never have children with a spiteful person. People show you exactly who they are the first time you meet them. The first time they comment, they show you exactly who they're. You got to accept it. They ain't going to change. You can hug them every day. You can get them a service dog. They ain't gonna fucking change. This is the way life is. Tony, sometimes life is like a bowl of greasy soup. Oh yeah, from Aldi's. 100, Tony, man. I appreciate you. You understand me, man. Tony, shout out to you, man. Thank you. Yeah, you smart, man. Frank, hurricane emojis. Yeah, that's true. It's coming, hurricane season, Tony. Yeah, thank you for reminding me to stay hydrated, brother. I appreciate you, Tony. Thank you, man, for your tip, too. Thank you, brother. Edith, love to Edith. I hope you're doing all right. Edith lived in Vero Beach. She has a disabled son. She moved to the Pacific Northwest. She ran a nonprofit. She knows, look, guys, you can have a nonprofit and still be scamming the system. And you can have a for-profit and be scamming the system. Guys, Elon Musk is for-profit. The only reason he's a successful business is because the government subsidies. He might as well be nonprofit. But there's a new Chinese company. I forgot what they're called. I read an article on them yesterday. That they're going to basically be selling electric cars in America soon, and they're going to basically cause Tesla to go bankrupt. Tesla got government subsidies, then sold luxury cars after taxpayers bailed them out. And Elon Musk is a fucking piece of shit. His own father, Elon Musk, if you ever listen to his interviews, his father was mentally disturbed. He was an abusive person. And Elon Musk tried every way. He tried to love him. He tried to be reasonable with him. And he said, I can never please my father. Elon Musk turned into his father. Okay. So yeah, is he innovative? Yes. Has he made a nice vehicle? Yes. Is he a piece of shit? Yes. He's your rich father that he knows how to play the game. He made money. So either you're going to do what he wants or you're going to get fired out of the administration and he ain't going to get his will. Just like Donald Trump's niece said, look, he's a sociopath. But everyone in the family plays the game. Why? You want the inheritance. Look, guys, Donald Trump, he knows how to play the system probably better than Hillary did. And Hillary and Bill Clinton, I'm sure they were pedophiles too. Guys, but they're all fucked up. It's not like, what did they do to really decent people? What did they do to Jesuses, to Martin Luther Kings, to Gandhis? Guys, kill them. The world don't really love good people. The world don't really love good people. I mean, be honest. None of us are good. So I ain't going to get on that pedestal either, because even Jesus said he ain't good. They asked Jesus specifically. See, some people don't even read the Bible, and they say they love Jesus. They don't read the Bible. And Jesus even told them, you don't know the scriptures. They said, Jesus, you're so good. He goes, I'm not good. He goes, only God's good. I don't know, man. I know that I got a tightness in my chest when I'm around the wrong people, and I still got it 24 hours later. I thought you can destroy your physical health through someone else. And I can't even blame them, but I'm just sharing. Stress manifests physically, and you can have a heart attack. You can have a stroke. Just for fucking with the wrong people. Now, you can get shot fucking with the wrong people. You can get in the middle of a fist fight fucking with the wrong people. And you can have a heart attack or stroke fucking with the wrong people because of stress. There's a reason heart attacks go up during the holidays. Why? Because you're dealing with family members more. You're dealing with friends more. You're dealing with people more. There's a reason like why violence goes up when unemployment goes up. Why? Because when again, stress of money. That's why, look, guys, just fucking let the Federal Reserve keep printing money. You're not going to teach people to be better workers by making them not have money. Guys, it is what it is, man. But I think, too, the powers to be, I think, look, they need a level of division to keep the world running. I don't think the powers to be, on every side of whatever coin you look at life, I don't think there is wisdom. I don't think they think that unity is the way to go. They need a level of unity. They need a level of division. Why? That's what keeps the world turning. Jesus said, don't love the world or anything in the world, because he realized that, look, the world's fucked up. If you read the book of Genesis, it tells us that Adam and Eve fucked up, so now we all have to deal with their sin. You say, well, that's why Jesus died. Yeah, Jesus was killed in this earth, okay? And after him, everyone who followed him suffered the same fate. Okay. Many people who believed in Christianity came to America, slaughtered Indians because they wouldn't convert, and then said, Jesus is the way. It's like, guys, look, I don't know. It's a fucking game. I don't know what to tell you. You try to find peace in a way you can find peace. But all you end up is with a tightness in your chest. I got nothing. I own nothing pretty much. And I still can't get away from this world. And then I know how life is. I'll be on my deathbed and I'll be scared. Because there's no winning. You have to try to like do the best you can to make everything nice in the world. And then you got to pray you get into heaven. And then you don't even know what heaven's going to be like. It's, I mean, that to me is like, it's a fucked up system, man. You know? And that's why I'll tell you this. If you can get coconut juice dripping on your body, don't fucking waste a moment. Now, don't do this. Don't live reckless like you're not going to live another 40 years. But seize every moment you can to let coconut juice drip all over your body. Now, don't eat too much sugar because you're going to probably live another 40 years. And I see my mom suffering. I know she's suffering physically, but she even says it when I'm with her. She goes, Sam, I got to eat. That's what I enjoy to do. And what do? I keep my mouth shut. But she suffers for it. Every night she suffers for it. What can you do? I had to get tough with her at one point because I had to get my own health together. But I can't change her. She can't change me. I don't know, guys. You say, Sam, does love change the world? I've seen people been loved their whole life. They don't change. So I don't know. Love to you, Jesse. Yeah, Jesse. I'll tell you, man. God forbid you visit family too much and you have a bad day if you were a day trader, enough to make you fucking blow your brains out. I don't know, man. Stress is, but I can't lie to you guys that if you never visit family, if you go live in the middle of nowhere, that you're going to eliminate stress and suffering. It's not true. Life is such a delicate balance that it feels like we're in a fucking game of suffering. Because I don't want to be disingenuous, tell you, if you just avoid being around people, that's not good for your mental health either. You got to have a level of balance. And then you say to myself, what am I, on a string? Like, is God like have me on a string? Like, I got to work. And even if I retire early, like, I got to take care of my health. I can't eat too much sugar, but if I don't eat any sugar, I'm going to be anorexic. I can visit family all the time, but if I don't visit them, then I'm isolating myself. And then you feel like you're in the book of Genesis. Because Adam and Eve fucked up, you have to suffer your entire life. That's what you feel like. Is that even right? I don't know if that's right. Is that even true? Was that just made up by someone to control you or to give you justification on why the world's fucked up? I don't know. I can lie to you guys. I don't know. Is there a grand answer to life? I just try to avoid bullshit. You try to, avoid conflict, try to be independent. Now, some people have physical and mental disabilities. I believe in the Federal Reserve. They only let them fucking print money for people. But money is not even going to calm down a psychopath. I know some family members, they say they fought for disability and they got it and they still end up doing too much drugs, fucking with bad people, and they're still terrorists. Now, I'm thankful at least they got some money from the government that they're not complete ass, they're not out there killing people, but I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, I'm going to take hydration break. We'll go back to live comments. I see a lot of people in here. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm long-winded tonight. But I'll tell you, I appreciate all my members. I'll never go back to public chats. I'm totally done with it. And like I tell you, if my channel wasn't monetized, I'd be totally done with YouTube. Because does sharing your life publicly make life better? No, it makes life worse. The only thing that makes it better is if you're getting paid for it level. That's it. I remember when I first started doing YouTube, a couple people said to me, Sam, keep your shit private. And I knew, and I did to myself, so I can't even blame other people. I said, But then you put in so much work to get there because you have this dream that it'll be a good side hustle for you. And for me, I fucking hate fame. I hate the idea of fame. I hate the idea of meet and greets. I just want to be independent. And I don't even have to be fucking I don't want to be Donald Trump wealthy or whatever. I just want to know I have enough to pay for what I need, have extra, have my health insurance, and I want to be ahead. I don't want to live month to month, okay? I don't want to just have bare, okay? I'm living bare now because I haven't figured out yet. I'm probably going to be on the hook to the day I die, But I'm blessed compared to most other people. So I ain't sitting here crying the blues, but I'm sharing with you my thoughts. I know there's people out there, they're destitute pretty much. I know it. And I never get on here and sing you a song and dance, guys, like, oh, woe is me. No, no, no. Hell no. I do this, I'm willingly do it, but I'm just sharing with you. I don't know, man, you know. Because if you don't take any risk, you guarantee you have to work until you're 67, which is the age in America you can get Medicare and you can get a Social Security, and you only get it based on how much you worked. And if you take too much risk and you lose everything, you're going to be dependent on people your entire life. It's a fucking system that just keeps you interwebbed in humanity. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, we'll go live comments. Long-winded. Edith, hope everyone is doing good. Love to Edith. Have missed the live chats. Well, Edith, you keep doing what you got to do for you. And we love you and we appreciate you. Old Gringo, I wouldn't be here listening to you if I didn't want to be. Well, I appreciate that, and that's the only way I want it. Because there's enough people in the world that make you suffer. I don't want to make people suffer, but I don't want to have to be someone else to keep someone else complacent in their own suffering. It's a balance. Thank you, Old Gringo. Tony, thank you again for that gracious tip. Sam, have a fancy iced coffee. I never drink them. I may overeat on healthy stuff, but I don't eat like overly indulgent fried chicken or icy drinks because I don't want to be obese anymore. Because when I was obese, I found myself having to be dependent more on other people. Even more so when I went to the hospital. I said, I never want to be in this position again where I'm depending on other people. I had to fucking call family members to watch my dog when I had to go to the emergency room. I had to wait a fucking hour and a half for them to fucking come. I'll never fucking put myself in that position again. Never. I'll never have another dog. Why? Because if you get sick, you have to depend on someone else to come help you. I fucking hate it. I'll never do it. You say, Sam, that's not right. Well, that's how I feel. Okay. And I think it's actually selfless because I wouldn't want to put my dog what I had to go through. Would I put her through? I don't want to do it. Nah, fuck that. Edith, the more you own, the more people fight over your stuff. I agree. Funerals are a fucking shit show. The vultures come out. 100 emoji, Edith. It's a blessing to have something left to you. I don't want to lie about that either. But it's also contentious. It'll take 2-3 years for you to dissolve their assets, and they're going to fucking... I saw my mom do it with her sisters. They all helped each other, but they fucking hated each other too. Now, thank God my mom was left something, because without that, we would have been in poverty. That's what kept us middle class. That my grandfather left my mother inheritance. Without that, I would not be in the middle class. But at the same time, I don't know, man. There's so many different tangles that goes down. Old Gringo, Maine had a shark attack recently. That seems way north for sharks. Yes, warm weather brings out shark. That's why there's a lot in South Florida. But look, during the summer, we're in the height of the summer right now. End of August, tomorrow will be the beginning of, end of July, we're beginning of August tomorrow. The sharks are at the peak. Hurricanes are at the peak. So these next couple months are just going to be that. But like I say, I'd rather wrestle a shark than wrestle a sibling. That's true. Not that you want to wrestle either, but you know what I mean. But I thought about that today too. I thought about the show, The Shark Tank, which I enjoy watching. The Shark Tank is a movie, it's a TV show that you have to go in front of 5 people and you have to basically beg them for help. Because you want to have your own business, and the reason you want to have your own business is because you want to be free from other people fucking up your life, other people depending on. You don't want to depend on people anymore. You want to have your own thing financially. But most businesses fail. So right off the door, you're probably fucked. Then, even if you're going to be successful, you need other people to help you. So you have to go begging Mr. Wonderful to give you a loan. That's how the world's set up. I don't know, man. You say, Sam, if you had enough money to know you'd be all right for my own goals and you wouldn't do YouTube, then does your gifts even matter? Because maybe your YouTube videos help people. I don't know. But I guess if I'm really honest, if I knew I would never have to worry about money, if I had the certain amount that would reach my goals for me, I don't know. At this point, it'd be interesting. I don't know if I would ever do YouTube again. Because I just don't think it's worth it. Even now, I kind of question sometimes if it's worth it. But I know one thing, if I got laid off tomorrow, I'd be thanking God for YouTube. That's why it's still worth it. Because look, you got to have some money, always know they come in. But I tell you right now, totally honest with you, if YouTube said tomorrow that we're eliminating all monetization on channels less than 1 million subscribers, or just all channels period, and we're only going to allow corporations to run videos, if you want to upload videos, fine, but you're never going to get paid from them, I'd quit YouTube tomorrow. And so would 90% of YouTubers. All the YouTubers that are nice to you, that have nonprofits, that build they'd all quit. They'd all quit. That's truth. Every church that couldn't raise money, would they still be preaching the same message? Would they still be? Probably not. I mean, look, church is going bankrupt no matter what. They were already on that way because society's becoming more and more less religious. Because if you actually read religion literature, some of it is a blessing and it helped me, but also some of it is a reason why some shit's crazy. So it's a dynamic. But I don't know, man. But then you say, Sam, if you eliminate money in the world, you're back to the barter system. Do I want to go to the barter system? Hell no. The barter system is, I got this fucking shirt. I'll trade you for a can of soup. You want to do the hell no. That means you're going to be more dependent on people than ever. Let the Federal Reserve, as fucked up as they're the best thing happened to humanity. Guys, the government's better than bartering. Let the government keep printing money, man. You say, Sam, inflation's going to happen. It's already happening. What does it matter? It's fucking, what do you want to go back to House on the Prairie? Guys, tobacco companies who have killed more people than any other thing in the universe, any other coronavirus, they're still legal and they issue a dividend to their shareholders. The world's fucked up, man. There's some great stuff in the world. There's coconut juice. I showed you. But life is so fucked up. Like Frank often reminds me, and sometimes I got to remind myself because I feel like I'm caught right now in a bad position. Just 6 months ago, I was pouring coconut juice all over my body, enjoying life as best I could. And just like this, life changes. And that's how life is. You're on the hook to the day you die. You could be doing good 1 minute and your fucking next minute shut down. And it may go back the other way too. So, I get some people who are totally hopeless. They leave comments on my channel, and sometimes I block them. They say, I know, what's the point of life? Well, guys, look, I'm not going to give up. Why? Because if I give up, then I'm going to make my life even worse. So the answer is not to give up. I understand wanting to give up. But if you try giving up, if you try not working, if you try not showing up, your life only gets worse. So do it if you want. I'm not mad at you. I'm just trying to say you're going to suffer more. And I don't want to hurt you by telling you, yeah, just don't do anything. Then you're going to really suffer. I don't want to see you do that. But do whatever you want, guys. I can't control you. I don't want to control you. You know, if it was up to me, again, guys, we'd be I'd be fucking, everyone would be taken care of. I'll figure out a way. But maybe the world doesn't operate like that, because does the world really want world peace? Everyone comfortable? No, because the psychopaths are never happy. Contentious people never happy. They'll bomb a good thing. Love to you, Bree. Bree, I'll tell you right now, in my opinion, you should do whatever you want. Don't let me control you. In my opinion, I tell every young person, women and men, tie your tubes if you're a woman, get a vasectomy if you're a man. I know you're struggling with a breakup. The best thing you got going for you is you got no kids. You say, Sam, I'm going to be 40 years old with no kids, and you're still upset. Sometimes I'm still upset, yep. And every time I'm upset is usually due to someone else. However, some of my upsetness is always self-induced. I have to be accountable. But my life would be worse if I had children, not better. But again, I can't tell you what to do. I don't want to. This is my opinion. I think your life would be worse with children, not better for most people. Keep it up, Bree. 199 super chat, damn it. Keep it up, Bree. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Tony. Thank you to all my members. I'm going to go back to live comments. Thank you, Bree. Look, you say, Sam, do you think you're helping people by telling them to stay single and not have kids? I do. Do I think that will make their life perfect? No. But I don't know what in life will make your life perfect. That's why I always give you the disclaimer. These are just my opinions. Ultimately, everyone has to do whatever they want. I don't, I can't answer. I don't have the answers to everything in the world. Let's take a hydration break. Edith, one of the reasons I left Florida was to get away from toxic, judgmental family and friends as I could. Well, I totally understand it. I totally understand it, Edith. I think about that, like sometimes, what I really sometimes like about Florida, if I'm being honest with you, is that I know, for the most part, I'll probably never see anyone I know, including family and old friends. You say, Sam, is that right? I had some good friends, guys. I had some good people in my life. But for some reason, if I'm being honest, I want to be in an environment where I'm never going to see people I know. Am I going to die alone? Does that what that mean? Well, guys, like I see people with family, they die alone all the time. I knew a guy, never forget it, man. He was a good guy, man. Hard-working man. He had a wife. They never had children. His wife got sick when she was in her 50s. She got some type of cancer. I worked construction with him. And he called me up one night. He goes, Sam, thank you, old gringo. Old gringo says, don't let the perfect be the destroyer of the good. Wow, that's a good comment, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you, old gringo. Thank you. Thank you, keeping up a breed. Thank you, Tony. I remember working with this guy, man. He called me up one night. He goes, Sam, he goes, I'm fucked up, man. He goes, I'm struggling. I'm paraphrasing. He basically says, Sam, I'm struggling. He goes, my wife's about to die. He goes, we took her home from the hospital. I don't know what else to do. She's basically going to die tonight. Can you just come and pray with us? And I thought it was a blessing that he even thought of me. And I remember going over there. His wife was like, she was like a skeleton. She was hooked up to this oxygen machine. Her family was in the house when she was on her deathbed, literally in the house. Her sisters were contentious bitches. And her husband, who was taking care of her, he loved her. He said, Sam, I know they're assholes. He goes, don't worry, but you're just here for me. I never met these people in my day of my life, and they were like fucking nasty. I said, what? And you think when someone was on their deathbed, you think everyone in the house would have a sober mind, that there would be like, and there were still people in the house. I'll never forget that they were fucking nasty bitches. And he goes, Sam, don't worry about them. You're here for me. I remember going there, and we just prayed. There was nothing I could do. I just prayed that she would suffer less. That's all I prayed. He cried. And we just sat there for a couple minutes. And, the next day, I left that night. The next day, he called me up. He was horrible. And he goes, Sam, she died, And I knew she was dying. I said, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. What can you say? I just listened to him. He cried for a little bit. And then that's it. I kept in touch with him for about a year after that. But I would call him every other month just to check in, but he stopped answering the call. He didn't want to be talked to anymore. Sometimes people don't even want to talk to you no more. And it's not because he was mad at me. It's just he don't even want to talk about it. He don't want to be bothered anymore. He don't want anyone to know about his life. And I understand him completely. Love to you, MVRV. I love you, Envy. Look, I guess the reason I connect with MVRV and the other people in here that are nomadic is you want to get away from people that fuck up your life. You don't want to give people any equity in your life to fuck your life up. Now, again, there's parts of life that we're going to fuck our own life up. There's parts of life where we need help. We can't get around the dependence on others in one sense. But what we're trying to do, if we're really being honest with ourselves, is we're trying to get away from people who can have potential to fuck up our life. Neighbors. We're trying to get away neighbors that can fuck up our life. We're trying to get away from banks that can fuck up our life. We're trying to get away from a job that can lay us off at any minute, fuck up our life. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to beat the odds. Beat the odds how? By just suffering less. In one sense, if you can get through life and be relatively healthy and be relatively financially well off, you've beat the odds. And that's what you're trying to do. That's what you're trying to do when you beat the system. Love to you, Maggie. So, I don't know. I'll take a hydration break and go back to live comments. And I appreciate all my members and all the super chats, guys. And I'm sorry for being long-winded, but I'm going to read all the members' comments and everyone who comes in here. But these are my honest feelings. That's it. Jesse. So true. That's why I limit visiting family. You have to limit your visits, or else they will take you for granted. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good comment. I mean, there's a quote that goes, absence makes the heart fonder. And I don't think my mother takes me for granted or I take her for granted. I just think I have a nasty sibling, and I think I hate being up north. And I think I'm an independent soul. Being up here by family in an environment I don't like since March because of the coronavirus fucked me up. There's some other parts of life that I fucked my own life up, I'll admit. But I am only in a good algorithm if I have to come up here for a few weeks in the end of the summer. My best life is me living in Florida most of the year and then coming up here like right around now, during August when it's hurricane season. But being that I've been up here since the winter, I'm totally fucked up. And again, I can't say I just blame family or I just blame society or I just blame Trump for blasting China. I think China released a fucking virus. Good job doing the trade deal. If we ever question like, oh, we should be tougher on China, well, you got the answer. You say, Sam, Joe Biden's going to fall asleep, China going to take advantage of us. Well, how are you doing now? How are you doing now? Is it better now? So what's the answer? There ain't no answer. It's all fucked up. Just like Puffy did after Biggie. That's all fucked up now. There's no way out. That was Puffy's album after Biggie got killed. There's no way out, man. It's all fucked up now. There's no answer to life, man. You could try. I read a lot of books, guys, about life, about philosophies, about religions, about sales, about human nature. And the bottom line is, you're just trying to avoid suffering. You know, you're not going to get away from it. You know, you can change your number, and that helps. You can live below your mean, that helps. You can own less stuff, that helps. But you ain't going to avoid it all. You're only going to mitigate it. You can join a church, it helps for a little bit, but then you got to get the fuck away from them too. You can join a support group, but then you got to do your own work too. You can join Weight Watchers, but guys, are you still eating cupcakes? Like, I know some people, they join Weight Watchers. They would fucking starve themselves for the weigh-in, and then they would overeat on the way after. I don't know. I'm done. I'm done, man. I don't know, man. You got fucking tightness in my chest. Why? Stress. I don't know. Edith, as the Buddhist day, life is suffering. Well, I would agree with that. It's about realizing that bending like a tree, try not to break in the process. Well, I agree with that. That's why I tell you, stay flexible. That's why I refuse to buy a house or RV yet, because then I'm really fucked. But in one sense, I say to myself, damn, just bite the bullet, and if the shit really hits the fan, just do like Trump and all the other ones. Just fucking let them come begging for, if you ever get in a bad position, just go into bankruptcy. Let them come fucking scrapping for it. Fight to the day you die. So I don't know. I don't know if there's really an answer. But I don't want to go through all that. Edith. Yeah, I got you. I love you, Edith. Old gringo. Begging, yeah, this is what you got to do in life. begging Mr. Wonderful to get funding for your business like Shark Tank. That's life. You hit it. And then Mr. Shark Tank takes his pound of flesh. Yep. And we watch it just for entertainment. The psychopaths want to see you share your life publicly just for entertainment, and they want it to be free too. God forbid they have to pay. And even if you don't beg them to pay, if you say, look, I got to just put memberships only because I got to get something out of it, and if you don't want to be a member, just watch for free. Even if you had to, they're still not happy. There's nothing you can do in life, guys. It's always going to be people hate you. They want you to share your life for their entertainment. Okay. And I'm telling you right now. And then look, the bottom line is, guys, I don't know if there's any way around it. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. So, and I share that with you guys honestly. I think sometimes I have it figured out and then I'm fucked. So I don't know. And that's why I tell you guys, don't quit your job until you have 3 years worth of positive tax returns in any other side hustle or side investment. And those tax returns have got to show that you have sustainable income to satisfy your lifestyle. If you don't quit your job. Don't quit your day job. You're going to get fucked. You say, Sam, I'm getting fucked on my day job. Well, you're going to direct deposit, ain't you? Take it in the ass. Take it in the ass. Okay. There's some, I ain't gonna say that. Jesse. Maybe you will have a private YouTube channel instead when you get your $1 million. Nah. If I had enough money that I knew if I lived to be 100 years old, if I just kept it in very stable things without going crazy, I don't think I'd have a private YouTube. I don't. Not at this point. Why? Because I don't know, you get burnt out, man. I mean, look, I'm probably never going to stop YouTube. Why? Because I don't think I'll ever, I don't know, I don't want to say negativity, but I don't think I'll ever get to a point where I'm going to have that type of money. I mean, you get, pretty much, if you're 40 years old, you'd have to have about $3 to $5 million to know that you can have, and that would basically give you an average of $50,000 per year to your 100 if you had it in relatively conservative stuff and you pay for your own health care. You say, Sam, well, what if you don't live to 100? Yeah, but are you going to quit your job? Are you going to shut down YouTube if you know you ain't going to live to 100? No, because you may live to 100. And then what do you want to be? You want to be waiting for the second stimulus check? Some people are. I feel for them. I know I could be there tomorrow. I've been there. You think I haven't been waiting for help? I've been there, and I fucking hate it. That's why I refuse to own shit until I know I'm good. I know how everyone feels out there waiting for another stimulus. Horrible. But I also know some of those people quit their job. I know that too. I don't know what to say. I don't know, guys. I didn't create the world. I didn't create the coronavirus. But I got to be fair too. I know there's some people, they're probably watching me in a third world country. They got a lot worse than me. I think about them. I don't know. Keeping Up a Bree. Love to you, Keeping Up a Bree. Thank you for the love and the tip. Thank you to all my members, and thank you for that gracious tip. Old Gringo, thank you, brother. Thank you for your membership and for the tip. Yeah, it's like, don't let you got to get through the bad days, guys. Again, I can make videos once a week. I can schedule videos, and I can make it all fluffy. And the masses want the fluff. Why? Because they already know life is shit, and they want an escape. But I can't be that. That's not me. It's just too much. I can't do that. I can't. And I don't know. I don't know. NVRV. Sounds like you're having a rough time. You get your good and your bad, your high tide and your low tide. I think sometimes I've made it out of the system and then they fucking pull me back in. I think I've never have to deal with New Jersey in the winter again, and then I got the coronavirus. I think I never have to deal with certain things again, and then I get fucking sucked back in. You could do everything right, you're still going to get fucked in some sense. So I don't know what to say, guys. I don't have the answers. I don't. Toxic people can, well, I definitely think that's true. I think toxic people will fucking destroy your life like nothing else. She goes, try your best to enjoy your time with your mother. I'm trying. That's why right now I'm ain't at my mom's. Because I don't even think I could be around my mom right now and be positive. And I don't want to put that negativity on her. But I also don't want to destroy my life just to satisfy her. I'm in a fucking negative algorithm right now. Because that's what happens. If I try to act happy just to be around my mom and pacify her, I'm going to destroy myself. Then I'm going to snap at her. And then I'm going to be the bad guy. And that's why I don't even want to be around it. I'll tell you right now, if it wasn't hurricane season, I'd be gone. And then you say, Sam, well, what if you left and your mother died? I'd be devastated. Guys, I'm going to be devastated no matter what. I'm fucked no matter what. Either way in the world, you're not going to get around getting fucked. I don't know what to do. Don't let anyone steal whatever limited time you have with her. Well, that's a good word, Envy. And I'm trying to remember that. But it's a tough balance. Old gringo. Some people need a whole lot of leave alone. Now, that's me. I'd say it's me. I had 2 girls stay with me when I had a house when I was in my 20s for an extended period of time, a couple of weekends. And at the end of like 2 weeks, one of them came back and said something crazy. Just something that got under my skin. And the other one I was really cool with, she said, Sam, you need some of your time. You've been around people too long. I said, yeah. I said, and then she goes, don't worry, we're out of here this Monday. And it's true. Like, look, when they leave, you still get sad. I got sad when they left. But also, I needed my own space. It's a tough balance. That's the yin and the yang of the life. You can't be totally by yourself, or that's going to be too much suffering. And then you can't be totally entangled with people. That's too much suffering. So you say, Sam, then life is balanced. Yeah, a 2,000 calorie diet per day is balanced. How many people are happy with that type of life? No one. Who wants a balanced portfolio? No one, including me. Guys, we don't want a regular balanced life. It's too boring. It's too boring. But as soon as we take too much risk, we're fucked. As soon as we spend too much time with people, we're fucked. Then I look at God, I say, God, we in this fucking game? We're in a game. I don't know. I had to take a hydration break. I don't know. Good to see you, Maggie. I love you. And I appreciate you. I don't take you for granted. I don't take anyone for granted. I don't. I appreciate everyone who's a member. At this point, I'm just thankful, period. All right? I'm just thankful. You don't owe me anything. I'm not crying the blues. I'm thankful. And I appreciate it. Old gringo laughing. Truth. Thank you, brother. Edith. Woohoo. Second stimulus check. More people that can't afford it will be calling me to buy a vehicle. It's true. And I've been there. I've run up debt too much. I've overspent. I've overinvested. I've lost more money in investments than I've done all the bad things. I mean, so I don't want to lie that, but I also have put in the work to get out of debt, to live a simplified life, to drive a 5-year-old car with 160,000 miles on it and not get a new RV or something. Because I don't want to get back in this negative algorithm. It's not easy. I think eventually, look, I'm just going to cave to the system and get something. I'm trying to beat the system, and I don't think I can. I think all I can do is make the suffering a little less, but I'm going to probably eventually cave to get air conditioning or something. But either way, I'm fucked. It's true. Keeping up with Bree. Sam, I landed an interview with a traveling nurse. I think nursing and healthcare is a great industry, and I think you should do it. You don't have to give people needles. Like, I had a sister, she could have been a nurse. She had her college paid for, but she couldn't do some of the book work. She couldn't do needles. So she just dropped out and she became a stripper. Okay. And then she really just fucked up her life. And then she fucked up everyone else's. But she's always been a piece of shit too. Look, all I can tell you is get into the healthcare industry. Even if you don't stay there forever, get some certifications. You don't have to be the person you don't have to be the person withdrawing blood. You could just get some certifications and clean the drip pans for people that have a catheter, have a shit pan, and you get paid great money and have good benefits. So the healthcare industry is a good industry to get into. And And so I would recommend getting some certifications, but there's no certification like showing up every day to your job for 3 years straight, staying out of drama, keeping your mouth shut, and just keep collecting the bag. Keep your debt levels low. Don't buy too big a house. Don't commit too long to anything. Don't have too fancy of a car. I mean, I did all the mistakes too, though. Enjoy your life too, though. I don't want to tell you to live this destitute life. And then I enjoyed my life. I paid the price for enjoying it too. I mean, you do both. I don't have the answers. I'm just trying to share with you some, I don't know. I'm just trying to share with you some thoughts. I want to give people the answers, but there's no answers to give. There really isn't. You're going to think you have the answers, but there's none. Look, the best answers are live below your means, use your abilities to try to produce an income, don't hurt people, but you can't fuck with certain people. You can't fuck with that guy that almost destroyed your life. I know he looks good, he may have gave you some good dick, but he's married, he'll fucking destroy your life. He's ready to set back your life at least a year. I willingly got in a relationship just like you, not with a married person, but with a fucked up person, and I did it to myself. I don't blame them. And I set back my life 3 years. But I did it to myself. So even when I tell you people fuck up your life, we also do some self-inducing fucking up. But all I tell you, Bree, is get the fuck out of Dodge. Get the fuck out of Dodge. Because, I don't know. She goes, she's going to do a traveling nurse stipend to help with housing. I am really considering it. I would do more than consider it. I would do it and do it for a couple years, even if you hate it, just to get some certifications and get some independence. Because I'll tell you right now, Bree, if you don't seize the moment of the healthcare industry, and right now that's the most thriving industry in the world, if you don't seize that, if you don't get your certifications, and if you push off the work of your life to your 30s and 40s, you're going to lose yourself in confidence. No one's going to want to employ you in a good career in your 30s and 40s if you don't have any life experience, and you're going to be fucked. If I didn't sacrifice years of my life and do construction in my 20s and build up certifications, even though I overspent, I did a lot of sacrifice to work hard, I would be fucked right now. Okay? So right now you got a moment in time, Bree. Don't fuck it up by not doing it. Because I'll tell you right now, if you don't want to work now in your 20s, wait till you get to your 40s, 50s, and 60s. You damn sure ain't going to want to work. You think people who are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, they want to work DoorDash and they want to work it hard? Hell no. Not if they've never worked. Guys, there's no job. There's some people that they look at DoorDash and like this. There's no job that doesn't suck. It's only what jobs suck less and how long of a run can I get? And every job, you only get so long of a run. And there's times they suck and there's times they don't suck. Even working remotely. If I didn't show up at the site for 10 years when there was hurricanes, when there was people not showing up and people leaving the job, I wouldn't have the opportunity to be remote. It's because that I was willing to do certain things that other people weren't that progressively moved me ahead. Now, the sad reality of life is, even at 40, life can change like this tomorrow. And you almost have to play that game all the way into your 60s. And I recommend you play that game. Why? Because your Social Security, your Medicare, all those things, your 401k, if you have one, they're all based on how long you've worked. And look, at the end of the day, we're all fucked. We're all going to the grave. At the end of the day, you get hit by a bus, you save, you pay off debt, you live in your car, and some other nasty bastard takes everything you worked hard for. There's a scripture in the Bible that says you can work hard, you can have savings, but you can die of a tragedy and all your wealth is left to someone else. It's true. And he goes, that's a tragedy too. Is there an answer? Guys, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to be negative tonight, but this part of life is negative. Okay? Again, I know guys and girls, they do videos every couple of weeks and it's only positivity. Well, where's the gap? Where's the gap of the videos? Why don't they make videos every day? Why? Because I'll tell you why. Because there's negativity in the days. There's good and bad days. Love to you, Bree. I hope my words help you in some way. Old gringo, if you're going to get fucked, that's true. You got to laugh, man. Tupac says, you got to laugh through all the bullshit. It's true. You're going to get fucked no matter what. It's true. Then you might as well get covered in coconut juice. 100 emoji, old gringo. 100 emoji to that, man. Never forget it, Maggie. It's true. Either way we get fucked, you're on fire too. I'm an independent soul as well. I hate when people try to own me. Maggie, me and you on the same page tonight. Our landlord is constantly harassing us for petty stuff. I want out. Yeah, look, guys. I don't know, man. I'm not going to say living in the car is for everyone, guys, because I got people, I got to deal with people on the road. You got bad neighbors at your campground. And there's sometimes in life where I think I'm fucking myself more. So I can't even tell you that living in your car is better. I just say, for me, you'll have to figure it out for you. For me, it's just the best thing I can come up with for what I want to do with my life. I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful I was able to sell my house and get the hell out, but, you know, am I really beating the system? I don't know. I don't really know. I'm trying. You know, and when I say beat the system, guys, look, I'm just trying to live life with less suffering. That's for me what it is. I would love to retire early. I would love to not be around nasty people. But would my videos really be entertaining if I didn't have a care in the world? And I don't know, maybe they would, you know. And you say, Sam, well, that's what makes life, the good and the bad. Well, that's true. But then I say, well, what is life, a big game? Is that what life is too? Then you say, oh shit, what a disaster. I don't know. Maggie, living in my car sounds more appealing. Well, I've lived in my car for 3 years. Let me tell you, I know a lot of people, if I'm being honest with you, they think it's appealing. They get in their car and then they're screwed. So I enjoy it. I'm just trying to tell you, it's not for everyone. So I wish I could give you the answers, Maggie. I would love to. But people have blamed me for making living in your car seem appealing, and then they try to do it, and then they hate it, and they blame me. And some people blame me when I blast living in a house, because sometimes it can be an entrapment. So, guys, look, the answer is everyone has to figure out their life. And there's no answer. I wish I could get... Some people want to blame you no matter what. You know? And I'm not saying this is you, Maggie, so don't take that. I'm sharing... I want to be honest with you, Maggie, and everyone out there. I don't want to lead people astray. It's the good and the bad of life. There's no perfect answer. The best thing I can tell you is try to be as independent as possible. Try to get away from people that fuck up your life. But everything has a sacrifice. If you don't want to be dependent on a landlord, you're going to be dependent on a campground. And if you think the nomads didn't get fucked on the coronavirus, we did. Okay? We did. And so the people in the houses were winning. They may still be winning. So in some sense, so it's a give and a take. I don't know what to say, you know. Old gringo, thank you. All right, guys, I'm done, man. I really want to thank all my members. I really want to thank all the gracious tips and the super chats. And Tony, old gringo for joining again. Keeping up a Bree. Frank, thank you. That's it, guys. I hope my videos help you in some way. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Don't know. Sabrina, love to you. Hey, Sam, I hope all is well. It's a disaster. You have caught COVID. Well, I shouldn't bitch. Sabrina, I'll be praying for you. I know you have some underlying conditions, Sabrina. I'll be praying for you. I'm sorry to hear that. And I really mean it. I don't want to see anyone suffering. Guys, even fucking people I hate. I don't like to see people suffering. I will say, today I thought about someone. I said, I hope they burn in hell. If I'm honest, I did. I said, fucking assholes. But, I don't know. I'm not lighting the match. But I don't want to see you suffering, Sabrina. I love you, and I'll be praying for you. Keep me posted. Try to take care of yourself. I love you. I'm sorry you're going through it. Maggie, thank you, Sam. I love you, Maggie. Old gringo, love to you, brother. Love to everyone, guys. Thank you. Please pray for Sabrina and everyone out there struggling.